Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Thomas. Thomas is from Wales in the UK. So let's see what Thomas has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hi.
So how are you, Thomas? You okay today?
Yeah, been busy shooting today, so.
Really?
Got back about an hour ago, had some food quickly, and then got everything set up for this.
Thank you so much for taking the time this evening. Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's fine, mate.
Thomas, tell me where you're from.
I'm from Newport in Wales.
Oh, so what's the best part of living there?
Best part of living there? It's not a huge amount of it. No, it's well connected. Well, close, good connection routes to Cardiff, London, Bristol. You know, it's a good place to be if you're in the film industry or anything like that. It's connected to a lot of good places. So
I see. So tell me what you do for a living, Thomas.
I'm an actor and sub-performer.
Tell me a little bit about your career. How everything started.
How everything started? Okay. I went out drinking with my friend Mike one night, and he told me that I had a good face for acting. He was working as a film extra, so I got a little bit too drunk and signed up. And then the next day, I had a text message on my phone saying that I had to be at a photo shoot at 11 o'clock that morning. So I just ripped myself out of bed and haven't looked back since.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the true and honest story.
Oh my goodness. It just started just like that. I love it.
Yeah, it was, literally just get up, go, start there and then, and haven't stopped.
I see. And Thomas, Newport in Wales is the place where you grew up as well?
Yeah, I grew up there, yeah.
I see. Right, so before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Myself and my brother-in-law, we've just started collecting snakes, and we're going to start breeding them next month. That's something interesting.
That's very interesting. And actually, I was looking at your pictures, and I could see a few snakes on your picture. So tell me, how started your fascination about snakes?
It started off with we started collecting tarantulas at the start of the first lockdown, and it just became like a family thing, and we all just really bonded over it. A bit of an odd hobby for us all to have, but we got really, really into it. And then, one day my brother-in-law came home with a snake, and then I was like, I want one too. So he told me that one of his colleagues was selling 4 of them. So not to be outdone, I went and bought 4 and stopped the bat. I didn't know anything about them, and I literally just had them all, and learning as we go. And now we're up to 7. As you probably noticed, we do a lot of photo shoots with them as well.
Yeah.
I think we've got, I can't remember how many tarantulas we have in total. There's probably quite a lot, though. I think we're up to about 30 of them.
And you keep them them in your place at home?
Yeah, we've got all special enclosures set up for them, and when we start breeding them now, we're gonna have a special room set up for them, so they'll have their own area in the house.
Oh my goodness, that's very interesting for sure. Wow. Thomas, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. This is my best friend. Run the fun questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Let's do it. Thomas, before we start the game, through the journey, if there's a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Yeah.
Right, first question is, what's the best and the worst of being yourself?
the best and worst about being myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're probably both the same one. I'm very driven and quite determined to succeed in things, and sometimes that works against me. Sometimes it works in my favor. If I get an idea in my head, I have to try and see it through, even if it's against my own detriment. I'll get an idea and I'll just go for it.
I see.
I answered both questions in one.
And you always have this approach of being like that, always driven.
Yeah. I really hate just sitting down and doing nothing. Like I said, I got in today, had a little bit of food, and then just got ready to do this.
Wow. Yeah, I think having our minds busy, it keeps ourselves out of troubles and overthinking, and you know what I mean? But have this negativity thinking sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Next question. Let's do it, Thomas. Thomas, before the next question, tell me, what do you like the most about being an actor? What's the best part of it? And of course, there's always a challenging part as well. What that would be?
The best part is, you get to be anybody. You create a character yourself. You've got a script and lines you have to follow, and there's like stage directions that you have to follow, but it's all just from your own mind. You create this person, you bring them to life, and then you live their struggles and their successes. It all becomes part of you. And I don't know, the hardest part for me is sometimes when a certain character is maybe leaves a show or is killed off, and you have to kind of say goodbye to them. I go through my own mini mourning period for them. Sometimes I'll go sit down, but just tell myself that person's over now. That can sometimes be a bit of a struggle, especially if I've been playing a person for a long time.
Absolutely, it's like a family together, isn't it? And suddenly the project finishes and everyone goes on their way, and that's what the hardest for sure. You create some bonds during the process. Yeah,
and the industry in Britain isn't huge, so you're likely to run into people again. But that group of individuals all together at one time, it's likely never to happen. So that's probably the most difficult part. But again, it's part and parcel of what we do, and that's why we do it.
Absolutely. Okay, next question for you is, if you could meet yourself when you were 15 years old again, what advice would you give to yourself?
What advice would I give to myself when I was 15? Don't move in with that girl, and you're not as smart as you think you are.
That would be the only advice you'd give to yourself at the time. Don't move with that girl.
Don't move. Yeah, don't move in with that girlfriend, and you're just not as smart as you think you are. Just enjoy being a child for a little bit longer. I think I rushed into it a bit too soon.
You have siblings as well, Thomas?
Yeah, 2 sisters.
You are the youngest, the oldest?
I'm the middle child.
See, all right. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Thomas from Wales. Next question is, who do you count the most for help?
Who do I come to most for help? Probably my partner. Anytime I need advice, or anytime I'm just struggling with anything, I'll just go to her, sit down with her, and I'll just, she normally sets me straight. So if someone says, that's a good idea, go ahead with that. That's a terrible idea, and I think it's a good way to go.
Saying that, what's the biggest similarity between both of you, and what's the biggest difference?
Biggest similarity, we both hate just getting up and going to work all the time. We both quite happily just lie in bed all day. Also back pain. Serious amounts of back pain. I've invested heavily in those massage guns. like the back cracking ones. Oh, those are great. We use those all the time.
Uh-huh.
Biggest difference, I don't know. Maybe I'm not as PC as she is. Sometimes I'll say things a bit. I don't know. She makes fun of me because I'm a little bit too old.
And and she always supported you through your career as an actor?
Yeah. She's always been very supportive of me. When I met her, I was an actor, so yeah.
All right. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next question for you is, what is your all-time favorite band and why?
My favorite band, probably Green Day. Why? I don't know. I just really like sort of punk rock and any sort of rock music, especially from the early 2000s and before then. I've even got a Green Day tattoo on the back of my neck. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever got to see their live concert?
Yeah, I went to the Awesome Mega Tour a couple of months back. It got cancelled a couple of times because of COVID, but yeah, got to go and see them live for the first time recently, and it was really good. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. I'll definitely go and see them again if they are still touring, because I don't know, they've been going for a little while now.
I see. Okay, next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what do you like the most in your best friends?
In my best friends, I can just call them up at any point, even if I haven't spoken to them for 4 or 5 years, and we'll just pick up where we left off. You know, I've got friends that I don't speak to for years at a time. I can just call them up, ask them how they are, and then it'll be like I spoke to them yesterday. That's what I look for.
In your best, they live in Wales as well?
Some do, some don't. Yeah. Unfortunately, with this sort of lifestyle, you don't really have a huge amount of free time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice to know that when you need to chat with somebody, that they'll be at the end of the phone if needed. And the same for you, for them, or me, for them.
Very good. Next question, Thomas from Wales. Let's do it. As you're saying, before the next question, you're saying about you are a dad. What's the best part of being a dad, in your opinion?
That's about being dad. Oh my God, he's brilliant. He's so funny. My kid is just the funniest, goofiest thing in the world. Yeah, just watching him grow up is a real pleasure. It's really, really fun. I enjoy every second I spend with him. I maybe don't spend as much time as I want to with him, but it's really, it's never something I thought I'd get to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now that I am a dad, then it's one of those things. They say it changes you, and it really did change me. I grew up when I had Hugo.
For sure. All right, next question for you is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
First big splurge, I'd probably just go on a mad holiday. And I don't know, the usual parent thing, just put some money aside for Hugo. But I always have this conversation with people, and if I ever won the lottery, I would never tell anybody. I'd just keep it to myself. Or I would wait 10 years before I told anybody. I just like the idea of just people not knowing.
I actually would do the same as well. Actually, I thought about that as well. I think I would keep that, you know what I mean, for a long while. You know what I mean? Because I think you need to digest the information before. You need to kind of organize life before, you know what I mean? Because if you start telling people around, you can get a bit lost, I believe.
There's an article released recently online that it said like a step-by-step guide of what to do if you win the lottery, and you don't want to be bankrupt really quickly. And the first line is just tell nobody, and then the second line is get a good lawyer.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if anyone listening, if you ever win the lottery, don't tell anybody. My sister has a really fun idea. So if she ever wins the lottery, she's going to have us all kidnapped and take us to like Las Vegas or something. But proper full-on kidnapped with like bags over our heads and things, chuck us on a 14-hour flight, and then only reveal that she's won the lottery and everything's great after we land. So,
oh God, that would be a good surprise after the panic.
yeah. I'm quite grateful that she doesn't buy tickets.
Very good. Next one, Thomas, let's do it. Right, next question for you is, who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
Probably Hugo, I'd say. Yeah. Since he was born, I really just sort of stopped messing around and really just went after my goals and really started to live life as much as I could. Before then I was doing okay, but I was still kind of floundering. I was settled, but then obviously when he turned around, he came around, or was born. I was no longer just doing it for myself. I had somebody else to work towards, and it became less about things that I wanted to achieve, but then also things that I had to achieve for him as well.
Absolutely.
People think
It's not just about you anymore. It's not just about you anymore, isn't it?
Yeah. People say that you stop going after your goals when you have kids, but that's not true at all. If anything, you chase them harder because you want to succeed for them.
Absolutely. It makes all sense.
That could be anything.
Absolutely. So far, what's the most beautiful lesson you've learned from him?
Even if you fail, it's not so bad. There's been times where I've been really like looking forward to something, or we planned something and it hasn't really gone the way I wanted it to. Or like the other day, we had some tickets to an event and he wasn't able to go. So, things don't always work out, but even though he wasn't able to go, we still had a nice time. And we can always just plan something else for them. Like I said, life doesn't always turn out the way you want it, but
how old is
he's 4 years old.
Oh my God, 4 years old. I'm gonna meet my godson next week. He's 2 years old, gonna turn 3 next month, and I can't wait. It's the second time they live in Canada. Is the son of my best friend, so they are visiting his family in France. So I'm gonna go for a few days to meet him again. Can't wait.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think around children, you always learn everything. Every day is a new thing to learn. Every day something different, something new to be around them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You think that it's your role to teach them about life, but really they teach you. You just tell them stuff that they teach you every day.
I learned a lesson one day. Somebody told me, when you feel bad about something about your life or something, sit down with 85 years old or with 5 years old, you know what I mean, and have a conversation. And trust me, you're gonna learn a lot, and you're gonna change your way of approaching life.
Yeah,
that's what I believe. Right, I have 3 questions left for you, Thomas. Let's do it. Right, next question for you is, good one. If you could be a character in a movie, who that would be and why?
If I could be an actor in a movie?
Character.
If I could be a character in a movie? Oh, no. I've always wanted to be a cartoon voice. And that's one thing I've never, ever done, and I've always tried. So I've always wanted to be some sort of popular cartoon character. I don't know. Maybe if they remake the Gargoyles or something. I'd love to be one of the characters of them. I think that would. It was always something I really enjoyed growing up. Or I don't know, a Ninja Turtle.
Very good.
Yeah.
2 questions left for you. Let's do it. Thomas, but before the next question, tell me a moment in your career that's something that you've done that maybe you forgot your lines, maybe something went wrong, something was not expecting, something that you can share.
Happens all the time. Like every time we show up on set, every time. You know, if you're working at a stunt, sometimes it goes wrong. I've done a few fire stunts in the past, got a few burns. There's always something, or you know, you're doing a sword fight with someone who's never done it before, they'll slip and the sword will hit you. But there's always something that goes wrong at any point, yeah. Especially in film industry, modeling, acting, and anything like that. Every time something goes horribly wrong. But sometimes through it going wrong and correcting it, it makes it better somehow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the things that you don't plan that work out really, really well.
Absolutely.
I think maybe because you're not overthinking it as well.
Absolutely, I agree. Next question is, do you have any pet peeves?
Pet peeves. I absolutely hate bananas. Hate the way they look, taste, smell, the texture, everything about them. I'm so aggressive of my hatred of bananas.
Really?
I don't even like them in the house. I don't know why anyone would have them.
I'll tell you something now. I eat 1 banana every single morning. Like I have some water, like in the empty stomach, and I have 1 banana. It starts my day. It's
that is good for you. I do not.
And you never liked it, even as a child. You never liked banana.
Oh, I hate them. I force myself to eat about 1 a year, just so I can remind myself I hate them. Yeah. You know, they say your taste changes as you age. So I'll try and have 1 banana a year just to see if I hate it less. And I'd always just hate it more. I don't mind those plantain chips.
Yeah.
I know you say, oh, it's a banana, but everything about it is changed. So I will settle to have plantain chips just because it tastes like crisp.
I'll tell you something now. I think you should try, as growing up in Brazil, I'm from Brazil. Growing up in Brazil, my mom, she used to put a banana, avocado, some honey, and some apple as well, sometimes, in the blender.
Okay.
You should try one day, or just banana and avocado. Just put banana, avocado, and some honey. It's like a shake, like a smoothie. Try one day.
Okay.
That's how I grew up, and it's the best taste ever. Like, you don't taste much of the banana, but the avocado together, it's just get this green. You need to try one day, and you tell me.
I like avocado and I like honey, so I'll give it a go and I'll let you know what I think.
Yeah, you should try because it's very healthy as well. You know what I mean? Avocado and the banana, and you don't taste the banana. It's just have this green. It's try one day and let me know afterwards.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Ready for the last one?
Yeah, it would.
Well, last question. But before the last question, people watch the interview right now. Maybe they would like to start a career as an actor, or maybe they are a bit confused. They should go into the acting. What would be your best piece of advice?
Best advice is someone who's starting out.
Yeah, someone who'd like to start a career as an actor.
What I've learned along the way, a lot of people think that you can just start out doing it, and I know that's exactly what I did. But don't be too proud to learn how to do it. Like there's plenty of people that will do like acting classes and things. Have a lot of photos. You know, things like Instagram. You need hundreds and hundreds of photos. As you've seen on mine, mentioned it already today, there's tons and tons of photos on there. It's so much easier to get cast as a character if you have a photograph of you or some video, preferably, being that character, even if it's not the best quality in the world. You know, people can do some great pictures with camera phones these days. So yeah, just get yourself a handful of costumes, or even just, you know, raid a charity shop, a few different t-shirts with different, you know, plain t-shirts, different colors. Change your haircut a little bit, shave your beard if you have one. Anything to just get yourself a couple of different pictures that look different, and then, you know, a bit of video to just start putting out there. There's, you know, in all sorts of life, you start looking for something, eventually you're going to find it. And in this industry, you have to be continuously creating a new character all the time, and a lot of that is attached to the way that you look. So if you're able to change up your look, maybe not even just, maybe if you are really attached to your hair or your beard or whatever it is you have, just be able to do something that can differentiate you and the characters that you can play over and over again, that you can then put that out to either an agent, or you can put that online just to get it noticed. Like I say, it's easier to be cast as a character if you have the material of you in that role.
Amazing. Good one. Last question for you is, talking about movie, what is one movie you could watch over and over again?
Oh, yeah. I've got a few. When I was growing up, my favorite movie was American Pie. I don't know why. I just really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I don't know. I watch a lot of kids' movies now. Hugo's favorite film is Nightmare Before Christmas, so we watch that all the time.
Yeah, American Pie, I remember those movies. My goodness, they were so funny. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
like hilarious. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thomas, not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Money.
Not enough. One word, sorry.
It's okay. One word for family.
Love.
One word for life.
Hard.
Can be. Love.
Happiness.
Okay. What to say, sorry?
Happiness.
Okay. One word for sex.
Good.
Politics.
Huh?
Sorry, what did you say? You said good and?
Yeah. Good if you know how to do it.
I see. Politics.
Bad.
Religion.
Bad.
One word for fear.
Scary.
Friendship.
Close.
Desire.
I don't know. Lots. Lots of desire. Always have a good healthy amount of desire. Keeps them in your pocket.
Amazing. Regret.
Too many.
Success.
Not enough.
Wish.
Upon a star.
Okay. One word for happiness.
I don't know. All I can think of is Disney stuff now. Happiness. Family.
Okay. One word for Newport.
Home.
One word for Wales.
Wet. It rains here all the time.
One word for snakes.
Misunderstood.
Very good point. And the last one now, acting. One word.
Fun.
Very good. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your partner for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, What is the most beautiful thing about Thomas, and what's something that he still needs to work on to improve on? Look at your face.
She likes my hair. She likes it's really curly. Probably just not being very patient and just So sometimes I can be a bit moody. So yeah, maybe she wants me to be a bit nicer.
What can make you very moody? The weather?
Huh?
What can make you moody?
I don't know. So if sometimes when I'm a bit too tired or a bit too hungry, I can just be in a bad mood. If I haven't eaten and I just my mood's terrible.
I'm glad that you ate something before the interview. I'm glad.
Yes. I made a point of having food before this interview.
Let's play now, Thomas, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, you can ask me a question now, Thomas.
Okay. I didn't know. I'll ask you a question. Okay. So what's the goal with the YouTube channel?
Good question. Right. I've got a lot of projects regarding this one. I think the main goal of the Magic Box, I would like to travel the world instead of doing this interview through Zoom. I would like to meet, my guests one-to-one, have a proper conversation around the world. And also, I would like to still, actually tomorrow, I'm going to hit 700 interviews on the show so far. My goodness. 700. So in the future, I would like to meet my guests again. I would like to talk to them like after 1 year to 10 years to see how much they changed, how much they, their point of views on what they are in their lives. And also talking about some topics that we talked during the interview to see how their point of views changed. And there's so many things as well. I'd like to do within the Magic Box for kids. I'd like to do within the Magic Box after midnight, something more spicy. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of projects that I'd like to do it. But the main thing is about connect with people around the world and let people be themselves. I think that's the best part of the Magic Box.
So would that be like a studio-based interview then, or would you go to them?
Yes, I've got a few ideas where I could travel to their place or whatever they are in life, whatever are happening in their lives. Also, they can come to me, or a space where I could have them and we could have a talk. And when I talk to you now, I can picture that happening. Me walking with my guests through somewhere very famous and just talking about life or something opening about, a lot of things. So I think I've got a lot of visions, that I would like to explore in the future with the Magic Box.
It's a bit like the Letterman show, Evening with David Letterman, where it's a sit-down interview, but he also goes to where they live as well, and they talk about their life in their own.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah, that's what I like. Something different, something not just sit down there, but depends the situation, depends what the topic is about. Be in a place where I can fit the situation and when you can. That's the whole thing. Because sometimes when you are interview or talk to someone, the place is very important as well, because the place makes the person feel comfortable, or maybe depends the topic as well. Do you know what I mean? Imagine I have so many interviews with people around the globe, and they said, "Oh my God, my dream is to go to London. I've never been to London in my life. I always want to go." Imagine, inviting those people to London and have like a weekend where we could talk, I could show London and talk about things or talk about their lives as well, or why the fascination about London, not just London, but other places in the world as well. So yes, Thomas, there you have no idea, like talking to you, as I said, I can visualize things happening, and also other ideas will come with the time as well, with time. Do you know what I mean? The most you do, the most you put your intuition on it, trust me, things will come all the time and happen as well.
That's fantastic.
Amazing. Did you like the interview?
Yeah, it's good fun. I wish I had a better setup for the camera though. It was a bit too low. I thought I had a really good idea. Yeah.
Don't worry, Willing the Magic Box season 2, you come again and it's gonna be the different place. Maybe one to one, you never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Thomas, thanks so much for taking the time for the interview. Thanks for being so kind and sweet. But before you go, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
Something that I live by. So I'll always just try to strive to whatever you want to do, whatever your goal is in life, whatever you want to do, just really go for it. Don't let anybody stop you or prevent you. If breeding snakes is something that you're into, or acting, stunt performing, modeling, interviewing, for instance, anything like that, just strive to keep doing that, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way that you want it, because sometimes life doesn't. Sometimes life takes you down a path, and even though you're heading the direction that you want to go in, it's not always a straight line. I think sometimes people, they get to that point where they start to hit those curves in the road, and even though it is going the right way, they think, oh, I should stop now. But it's pushing past that. That's when you start to achieve your goals, is when you push past those little bumps in the road. You don't just fall to the first or second hurdle.
Absolutely. And you never know, it can be around the corner, just waiting for you.
Yeah.
You never know. You know what I mean? Sometimes it goes down, had a roller coaster, but it's just there, just waiting for you to go through that to get there. You know what I mean? That's the fascination about it, and that's what makes it interesting, and sometimes as well, life takes you in a direction that you're not expecting, and you find yourself. And it's a good example for me being London. I never thought in my life I would never live in London. I never thought about that, even in Portugal when I lived before. And I'm so glad that the journey put me here, because I found my place in London as a teenager. I always want to live in America dream. All South America people have the thing about living in the US, But long story short, I had the opportunity to come to Europe, and here I am after 20 years. And I found my place, and I feel so happy being here. And again, about life goes around, and you never know where you can get.
Yeah.
Thomas, regards to your party, to your kids, and you keep in touch. Okay, thanks for the interview. It was a pleasure. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you, mate.
Take care.
Right, bye for now. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.